Can I ask you a question? When was the last time you truly felt chosen by your partner? Not loved, chosen. Because those two things are not always the same. You can be loved and still feel overlooked. You can be loved and still feel alone. You can be loved and still wonder where you fit in your partner's list of priorities. And for many people, the pain isn't that their partner stopped loving them. The pain is that somewhere along the way, they stopped feeling chosen. The phone gets more attention, work gets more attention, children get more attention, even friends get more attention. Everyone else seems to matter more. And you begin to wonder, though, of course, many people don't say this out loud, a quiet question begins to form in your heart. Do I still matter to you the way I used to? Hi, I'm Dr. Jane and this is Talk Time with Dr. Jane, a space where we have honest conversations about relationships, marriages, emotional healing, faith, personal growth, and the everyday struggles many people face but often don't know how to talk about. Today we are talking about what happens when you stop feeling chosen in your relationship and why that feeling can quietly damage even relationships where love still exists. So let's start by understanding what it really means to feel chosen. And before we go further, let's quickly clarify something. Feeling chosen does not mean being the center of someone's universe. It does not mean your partner abandons every other responsibility. It does not even mean that they stop caring about work, children, family, or friends. No. Feeling chosen means knowing that despite life's demand, you still have a special place in their hearts and in their priorities. It is knowing that your presence matters, your feelings matter, your needs matter, and your relationship matters. Now, when people feel chosen, they feel secure, they feel valued, they feel emotionally safe. But when that feeling begins to disappear, something starts changing inside the relationship. So how does this happen? Let's talk about it. Most people don't wake up one morning and suddenly stop feeling important. No, it usually happens gradually. A wife notices this only time her husband seems fully engaged is when they are talking about school fees, repairs, and other responsibilities. The conversations that used to last hours is now focused on logistics. Did you pay for this? Don't forget this. What time are we leaving? She doesn't necessarily feel unloved. She just doesn't feel pursued anymore. She misses the intentional conversations, the laughter, the curiosity, the sense that she mattered beyond her responsibilities. On the other hand, the husband comes home after a difficult day, hoping for connection. But the only conversations he seems to have are about what needs fixing, paying, or handling. Nobody asks how he's doing. Nobody checks whether he's carrying something heavy emotionally. And over time, it begins to feel like a utility rather than a partner. Needed but not cherished, valuable but not valued, present but unseen. And sometimes the issue isn't neglect, sometimes it's distraction. Nobody's trying to hurt anyone, but life simply gets busy. Work demands increase, children require attention, responsibilities pile up, and before you realize it, you've become excellent at managing life together but poor at connecting with each other. A partner is physically present but emotionally unavailable, always scrolling, always replying messages, always thinking about the next task, always somewhere else mentally. And after many of these moments, the message received is, something else always comes before me, and that feeling hurts. If left unaddressed, it creates emotional distance. Now let me ask you something. If your partner were being completely honest today, would they say they feel chosen by you? Or would they say they are simply sharing life with you? I know it's an uncomfortable question, but it's an important one because the answer often reveals more about the health of a relationship than we realize. So what are the signs that someone no longer feels chosen? Let's quickly talk about that. One sign is that you stop reaching out emotionally. You stop sharing your thoughts. You stop sharing your dreams. You stop sharing your disappointments. Not because you have nothing to say, but because you no longer feel heard. Another sign is resentment. So instead of feeling connected, you begin to feel overlooked. And over time, disappointments begin to accumulate. Small hurts become bigger hurts. Unspoken frustrations become emotional walls. You may also find yourself comparing your relationship to how things used to be, comparing your partner's attention to the attention they give to every other person, comparing your reality to the connection you once shared. Another sign is loneliness inside the relationship. I do talk about this every now and then, and this is one of the most painful experiences. Being alone is difficult, but feeling alone while you are with someone you love is even harder. And honestly, when these signs go unnoticed, it can lead to emotional distance. Many people underestimate the importance of feeling chosen, but relationships are not sustained by love alone. They are sustained by connection, and connection requires intentionality. People need to know they matter. They need to feel seen. They need to feel prioritized. They need moments that remind them that they are very important to their partner. When those moments disappear, emotional distance often begins to grow. Now, the good news is that this can be repaired. So let's talk about how you can make your partner feel chosen again. Number one, pay attention. Many people are carrying this hurt silently. Listen carefully to statements like, "We never spend time together anymore. You are always busy. You don't seem interested." Those statements are often not complaints. They are requests for connection. Second, become intentional. Don't leave your relationship to chance. Create moments, create conversations, create shared experiences, create opportunities to reconnect. Intentionality communicates value. Third, put down distractions. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is give someone your full attention. No phones, no television, no multitasking, just presence. Fourth, express appreciation regularly. Don't ever assume that your partner knows how much they matter. Tell them, show them, remind them. People flourish where they feel valued. And finally, don't wait until emotional distance becomes a crisis before addressing it. Small adjustments made early often prevent bigger problems later. Now, before we wrap up, I'd like to share something from my counseling desk. One thing I've noticed in counseling is that many people are not asking for more gifts or more money or even grand gestures. What they are often asking for is evidence. Evidence that they still matter. Evidence that they are still seen. Evidence that they are still important. Evidence that they are still chosen. I've sat with couples who genuinely love each other, but somewhere along the way, life became louder than the relationship. Responsibilities became louder than connection, and slowly both people began feeling invisible. The beautiful thing is, healing often begins with very small things: a conversation, a thoughtful message, an intentional date, a genuine question, a few uninterrupted minutes of attention. Never underestimate the power of making someone feel important again. If this conversation resonated with you, let me know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also, turn on your notification bell so you don't miss our future conversations. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. And until next time, take care of yourself and pay extra attention to your relationships.